This is the story of a new company with an old tradition. Leyland Vehicles Limited takes its place as one of 4 autonomous companies of BL Commercial Vehicles, which is part of BL Limited. Like the other 3, Leyland Vehicles is now responsible for its own profit, development, manufacturing, marketing, sales and services worldwide. And it's now organized in 3 product divisions and 2 service divisions, each division responsible for showing a profit. Headquarters of Leyland Vehicles is at Leyland in Lancashire, along with a heavy vehicle division, which also has factories at Wolverhampton and Watford. Passenger Vehicles Division is also based at Leyland, with plants at Bristol, Workington, Leeds and Lowestoft. Sales and Marketing Headquarters is at Preston. Medium Light Vehicle Division is located at Bathgate and Glasgow. It all adds up to one of the biggest producers of working vehicles anywhere in the world. Vehicles for the 1980s, backed by a tradition that started in the 1890s. The history of Leyland is the history of mechanized commercial transport. Leyland has always led the way, a company that grew during the 20s and 30s until it dominated the British market and absorbed most of its famous rivals and penetrated all over the world. Today, Leyland is expanding still with new factories at Leyland and Bathgate, making entirely new generations of trucks, buses and tractors, whose originality of design and technical brilliance will set new standards worldwide for the 1980s. The latest double-decker to bear the famous Leyland name of Titan has joined the bus fleets of London and other cities in time for the 1980s. Leyland trucks embody the same standards of quality as Leyland buses, but with an even wider selection of types and weights. Agricultural tractors from the medium light division include at the low end those with an engine capacity of 1.8 litres, to the largest that produces 100 brake horsepower. All set new standards of efficiency, driver comfort and noise reduction, with hydraulically operated controls and plenty of power. An outstanding feature is the synchro gearbox with instantaneous forward and reverse change while on the move. Available on all models in the middleweight and heavyweight range. The range has been designed to cater for every farming need worldwide, giving the farmer a choice of 11 different models, with and without cabs, and with a wide variety of options to suit every climatic condition, from the cold Arctic to the Burmese tropics. Two significant new turbocharged models have recently been introduced to the Leyland tractor range, completing the top end of the middle weight range. These are the Leyland Synchro 282 two-wheel drive and the 482 four-wheel drive. Leyland Truck's heavyweight range, from 16 to 32 tons, there's another wide range of options, and all are based on one design concept, so that components are fully interchangeable and practically all the parts are made by Leyland. Scammell is the name under which Leyland market many of its specialist and military vehicles, built to British Ministry of Defence standards 0521, the most exacting in the world. The newest product is the completely redesigned version of the Scammell Nubian airport fire crash tender. It meets the requirements of airport authorities all over the world. For massive loads, the Scammell Crusader can operate at well over 100 tons gross combination weight. And the Contractor, 210 tons gross combination weight and 500 tons or more in tandem. Whatever the job, somewhere in the Leyland vehicle range there's a truck, bus or tractor that can tackle it. And somewhere in the world there's a truck, bus or tractor proving the point. In the rainforests of Ghana, Leyland LD55s handle what is probably the toughest trucking job in the world. Leyland tractors form an easy working alliance with the French wine-growing industry. 3,500 miles away, in Caracas, Venezuela, the National proves its versatility and value in a city. In the Belgian Ardennes, Leyland tractors are extensively used in forestry. In New Zealand, the truck and bus fleets are of Leyland design and manufacture, but are assembled in New Zealand. Leyland tractors have long been an indispensable part of the Australian agricultural scene. And throughout the world, Leyland tractors play a vital part in the continuing modernization of world agriculture. In Istanbul, a Leyland truck crosses the Bosphorus Bridge. There are thousands of Leyland trucks and tractors at work in Turkey, but none of them are made in Britain. They're all made locally, part of a wide range of vehicles built at a factory at Izmir. A modern foundry is run by Turkish technologists, trained in Europe with the help of Leyland. And Leyland tractors are speeding agricultural development out of methods used since biblical times. In India, there are more than 50,000 Leyland commercial vehicles at work in nearly every city and industry. All of them are built by Ashok Leyland in Madras. A Leyland tractor makes light workers spraying the citrus crop in South Africa. In Kenya, a factory opened in 1976 is already producing most of the vehicles the country needs. And Leyland tractors are already at work throughout Central Africa. One of the latest contributions to the fast-developing countries of Africa is in Nigeria. This factory, now completed, will produce a wide range of trucks and buses, like the Riva, already well established in Nigeria as an import from Britain. In Europe, Leyland expansion has led to close collaboration with local companies in producing vehicles for local markets. In Denmark, the Leyland DAB Saura bus is now the principal public transport vehicle, in rigid and articulated form. And Denmark's farmers further improve their efficiency with Leyland tractors. The bus fleet for the city of Geneva was also designed in conjunction with DAB Saura. And Swiss mountain farming presents no obstacle to the versatile Leyland tractors range. Dutch farmers find the Leyland tractor specifications ideal. In In Belgium, a new Leyland city bus is on trial. It combines advanced chassis features from Leyland with local bodybuilding expertise. Leyland tractors have proved their worth in the highly competitive European market, supported by the most comprehensive backup service. This is supplied by giant centres where Leyland achieve better than 98% availability of all component stocks. These are computer controlled and many items are handled completely by automation. In a world that depends more than ever on mobility, Leyland vehicles supply the know-how, the hardware, and the backup that keeps the wheels turning all over the world.